Hello, the Spooktacular voting is now currently over. You went on cardboard, you created your own spooky list, you nominated games, and then you voted for them. And now we have a list of games that will forever have the Spooktacular tag on cardboard. We did this with Fall Faves. Turnout was better for Spooktacular, so I'm excited about that. We are trending upwards. Basically, the way it worked is it's an upvote, downvote system. If it had net positive votes at the end of voting, it earned the tag. So I'm going to show you right now how to go and tier rank those games, because now those games have that tag associated with them. So when you go into our tier ranker, it's going to automatically pop in all of those games. As you can see here, there are 61 games that made the cut. I believe we had 98 actually nominated, and through 506 votes, Final Girl was number one. There was a significant number of positive votes there. Horrified, Witchcraft, Arkham Horror, Dreadful Meadows, which is on Kickstarter right now, at least the expansion for it, Death May Die, Boop, Vagrant Song, and Betrayal at House on the Hill 3rd edition. It rounds out your top 10 here. But if you want to go and actually make a list, just go over here to the corner, go ahead and search up Spooktacular, and now all of the games are here. All right, so we're going to go in no particular order here. There's a lot of games that I've never even played nor even heard of here, so we're going to run through this. It's a lot of games. I'm not going to go into what all of these are. It's just a quick little exercise to show you, all of the games that actually made it, but then how to play around with this tier list maker, which I think is pretty cool. So first up, Slay the Spire. This one is a spectacular game. It's an S or A tier game. But is it spooky? You are defeating monsters. It's one of my favorite co-op experiences. It's certainly my favorite digital solo experience for sure. It's not that spooky though, so it gets a B tier. I have no idea what this game is. Carnival Zombie 2013. Wow, this is interesting. High complexity, high depth. In Carnival Zombie, players find themselves amidst the chaos of a carnival in Venice, where the dead rise from the lagoon as a monstrous leviathan awakens beneath the city. As a cooperative game, you and your fellow players take on the roles of characters attempting to escape the city by navigating through hordes of infected beings. What's the mechanics we have here? Well, first off, match score for me, not so good. Although it's too high player interaction, too high immersion. I really don't care if it's too high, basically too low. So it's still possibly, something that I could, get pretty excited about. Action points and asymmetry. I love asymmetry. We're going to bookmark this. B tier. All right, Blood on the Clock Tower. I've always wanted to play this. I don't have a big enough group. S tier. Death May Die. It's an S tier spooky game. There's no getting around that at all. Kinfire's Delve. I've wanted to play this for a long time. I don't know how spooky it is. B tier. This has been sitting in my cart forever. It's a mano-a-mano two-player game. Pagan. I really want to play this. There's been some hype on it here on cardboard. I'm going to put it in A tier. Unfathomable, the remake of that one game, that space franchise that nobody cares about. Don't kill me. Unfathomable. It's another one where I don't have the group. It's a little less hyped than Blood on the Clock Tower for me, but it's still up there. This is an A tier game. Nemesis. I actually only played the new Nemesis, and I really, 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 really like it. It's got some spooky vibes to it. We're going to put it in A tier here. Arkham Horror. I mean, that's an S tier spooky game, right? Like it's quintessential. Now, what is this? I don't even know what this is. 1 of 5 players escape the curse of the temple here. Queen Games 2012. Let's check my match here. Ooh, low match score here. Low depth, low complexity, lower than I like. Rules overhead. So likely just too light of a game for me. It doesn't seem particularly spooky. That one might have been a miss that snuck through. We're going to give that sucker D tier. Final Girl S tier. Although it kicks my ass every single time. It's an S tier spooky game. For you solo tiny game lovers, Skulls of Sedlick, I actually haven't played. I've heard really good things. We're going to keep it an A tier. This is the Death May Die that I've played probably the most because it was for the channel, and it's just not an A tier game. I don't think the content's there on the base game, but it still was fun. I think, you know, 2 of the investigators were stellar and the rest were kind of meh in my mind. A couple of the scenarios were fun. The rest were kind of meh, and I'm guessing a lot of the best content was hidden behind the paywall of all of the extra Kickstarter stuff, and for that it gets a B tier. Why? I have no idea. Nemesis, once again, we're going to put the other one up here as well as an A tier game. Septima, I love. It's one of the I don't know, the most underrated games that I played. I think it was last year. Got no hype, tons of hype in the FOMO Kickstarter period. Then it delivered and I heard absolutely nothing about it. Really interesting action selection, very interesting resource management and gathering with this spatial kind of puzzle that you're playing there. There's some odd bolt-on in a mechanic related to, oh, what is it? You go to the court. I don't know what it's called. Either way, Septima is an incredible production and a really good game. And for this month, it's a game that I really love to play. Mythic Mischief. Is it spooky? I don't know. It's a pretty good game, but I'm going to put it B tier. Horrified. I mean, I think that's an S tier spooktacular game for sure, even though I haven't played as much as I'd want to. Now there's Horrified is this insane franchise co-op, you know, defeating monsters, so on and so forth. Arkham card game, I think it has to be an S tier pick here. One that I actually haven't played. Marvel Champions is my living game, my living card game of choice. But, you know, I've heard good things. I have no idea what this is. Oh, that's interesting. One player is Jack the Ripper, while the remaining players represent detectives racing against time to catch them. Oh, that's interesting. There was a game like this, Beast, that I was really interested in. I think I might like this one, even though my match percent's pretty darn low on it. I don't know. That sounds pretty cool. Trying to catch a murderer. Where did I put it? Oh, right here, B tier. For my excitement to play it after just reading the blurb, is, I don't know, B tier. Oh, okay. Boom. S tier game. One Night, Ultimate Werewolf, great party game. Witchcraft, another S tier solo experience from Salt and Pepper Games. You know, witches aren't so bad. And that's what it teaches you. Actually similar to Septima as well. But it's another incredibly difficult solo puzzle, but one in which that fits this time of year really, really well. Speaking of witches, Salem 1692. I actually don't know what this is. It's got some mixed reviews here. I matched with it at a 62%, which isn't too shabby. Interaction is slightly higher than I typically would like, as well as luck. Luck's the one thing that gets me for sure. Interaction, I'm happy with more interaction. It just seems like, you know, I play a lot of Euros that don't have a ton of interaction. But this is 4 to 12 players. Holy crap, 2015. You're in a witch hunt where trust is a rare commodity. Each turn you'll draw and play cards to accuse those you suspect of witchcraft with simultaneously supporting those you believe are innocent. The thrill comes from uncertainty of all alliances and the fear that a trusted friend may turn to be a witch. All right, so social deduction, I like it. I think that is, you know, I would love to play this game actually. So we're gonna drop it in A tier because I haven't played it. Terrascape, I mean, for a spooktacular experience, more social deduction, murderers trying to find the people to kill. That's pretty spooky. That's an S tier game. Mysterium, I don't know. That's probably S tier spooktacular for sure. What is this? Nyctophobia? Players find themselves trapped in a dark forest hunted by a terrifying axe murderer or cunning mage. The unique twist, the hunted players wear blackout glasses, rendering them completely blind to the board. Whoa, that's cool. They must rely on touch and sound to navigate through the eerie darkness and find their card to escape. As a team of 2 to 4 players, you will communicate, strategize, and feel their way through the forest, avoiding obstacles and lurking hunter. The hunter who can see everything must outsmart the hunted. Wow. Using action cards to create chaos and tension. This is another, I mean, there's a big time theme here. I mean, this definitely seems like it's at least an A-tier game. I'm excited to play it. Scooby-Doo, the board game. I mean, it's Scooby-Doo. Lord of the Board did a video on this and actually had me kind of hyped about it. So I am hyped to play the Scooby-Doo game. S-tier Spooktacular game. Spectral, I am not particularly interested in this at all. So I'm just going to put it as C-tier. Spooktacular, I cannot find. I want to buy this immediately. And it's in my S-tier hype game. I would have already played it if I could get my hands on it. Stranger Things, S-tier show. Although recent seasons have been kind of meh. Is anyone hyped on the new season of Stranger Things? I'm excited to get it over with and just be done. I'm a little excited about basically every episode's like a movie, and they're playing the finale in a movie theater, which I actually might go to. You know, I might be just bored enough to do that. And Stranger Things, considering it's an S-tier show, how can it not be an S-tier Spooktacular game? The Bloody Inn, this was recommended to me on the platform over and over and over and over again. And I was going to buy it. It actually just came in stock in a bunch of different places, then went out of stock before I actually decided. So S-tier hype on the Bloody Inn. Dark Quarter, you know, I received some of the hype back in the day when it popped out. I mean, not back in the day, it's still relatively new. You know, the YouTuber hype, I almost bought it. It just seemed, I don't know, maybe a little bit too narrative driven for me. So my hype to play this game is more of like a B tier. The Hunger, I love The Hunger. If you like Clank and vampires, you know, play it. It's an S tier game. You know, if you want to deck build and try to get all the way out, I can't even remember what you're trying to get to make it back. But basically it's kind of an out and back type of scenario, very similar to Clank. And this is another one that got like really hyped on release and then nobody ever talked about it again. And it collects dust for me, but I really enjoyed my time with it. And it's an S-tier Spooktacular game. And this is the time of year that I would bring this thing out. Vast, Leader Games. I'm a Leader Games fanboy. So guess what? S-tier, no matter what. Although I do want to play Vast in a really big way. I just need to find the group for it. So, all right. So more Whitehall. I'm guessing this is a different version of it. So we're going to stick it in B tier just for fun. We gotta keep moving through this. We got a lot of games here. All right, what is this? I mean, it's got zombies, so A tier. I won't put you through me looking up what the hell these games are. Deep Regrets is something I was pretty hyped on. I've heard mixed reviews on our Discord. You know, I'm still interested to play it. I think it's a little less spooky from like a thematic perspective. You know, I guess like, you know, there's some creatures in the deep. The art and aesthetic is incredible. My hype for it as a game to play is relatively high. It's probably sitting in like an A or B tier, but is it spooky? I don't know. I don't think so. Potion Explosion. Oh, fun little game here. Let's put this sucker at A tier. Vagrant Song, great solo / co-op game that I have not played enough, but this is certainly an S tier game. What are you trying to save the haunts in different scenarios there? So, you know, this is another one that got a ton of hype and then it just kind of like, yeah, fizzled out a little bit. We'll see where it goes. Mansions of Madness is clearly an S tier Spooktacular game. I mean, it's another top 10. Betrayal of the House on the Hill, another S tier game. Elder Sign, I've never heard of in my entire life. It doesn't look spooky, so you know we're not going to put it there. And here's another one. What the hell is this? Bargain Quest? I don't know. I don't know how this made it on the spooky vote, but it somehow did. I might have to edit some of these tags. Betrayal, House on the Haunted Hill. That's clearly an S tier pick. Good job there. Oh, Night Cage for sure. Cool aesthetic, cool idea. Night Cage, S tier spooky game. Certainly very spooky. The dark is spooky. Dracula, the Fury of Dracula here. We're gonna throw that sucker in A tier. Dead of Winter. I don't know. I'm pretty hyped on Dead of Winter. Wow, it has gotten crushed on the review front here. 3, 2, 6, 7.5, 9.5, 6, 6. Woo! I'm a huge fan of The Walking Dead. I love the idea of post-apocalyptic zombies until I'm there, of course. Despite the reviews, we're gonna throw that sucker in A tier. My Father's Work. This has gotten some hype recently. I think I've seen it on the Discord. I really don't know a whole lot about it. High complexity, high depth. This thing is right up my alley. There's some narrative choice there. I think it's an S tier pick. Scooby-Doo. Now that I'm thinking, which Scooby-Doo is this? I don't know which one Lord of the Board covered. I think it was Scooby-Doo the board game, not this one. I'm gonna have to check them both out, but Scooby-Doo rocks. So S tier all the way. Boop. My wife would love Boop. I think this is too light for me, but it is certainly cute, quilted little board, spatial puzzle. It's probably an A tier Spooktacular game for sure. Broom Service. I don't know. This looks like this should be in an elementary school. B tier. Camping Creatures. This is S tier, S tier, S tier. Dreadful Metals. I am so close to backing this. However, I'm so close to backing the reprint of this. However, they're not reprinting the deluxe because they originally had promised that they wouldn't ever reprint the deluxe. Silly, silly, silly decision. And for that, it gets an A tier, and I'm probably never going to play it. I don't know. I might. That might be a lie. Escape from Aliens in Outer Space. I know I gave Nemesis A tier. Is it spooky? Yeah, it's probably spooky. 2010 Cranio Creations, which I've liked. 2 to 8 players. That's pretty good. Speaking of Alien, did anyone watch the new Alien series? I think it was on FX. I thought it was really good. I think there's some cheesy stuff in there. I was really surprised by, the production quality. Although, like the actual mother queen alien, whatever it is, that's the one that actually looked the cheesiest. I don't know if it's just like the design has not aged well. Regardless, it's a pretty good show, and I'm excited. I think there's got to be a second season on that one. It's 60% match score. I won't waste any more time. I'm going to put this. The box cover looks kind of cool. It's a little older game. I want to give some credit to the old games. A tier excitement. Ghost Fightin' Treasure Hunters. Just for the title, it gets an A tier in the Spooktacular. Gloom has just been this little game that I keep seeing on the shelves and I've just never actually played, but I like the art. So B tier. Harrow County has a dice tower built into the box. Aesthetic is incredible. S tier. More Kinfire, I don't know what to do with. B tier. Nightmare Cathedral is definitely S tier Spooktacular game. And last but not least, I don't even know what this is. Gloomy Graves. We're going to look at it just because it's the last one. Puzzle card game, strategy, Euro game, Renegade Game Studio. It's got the word Graves in it. A tier. Maybe some of you have played more of these games. I'm now seeing that I have a lot of catching up to do in the Spooktacular category. But, that's what this is all about. There are a ton of games out there. So if you want to make your tier list of the Spooktacular games, you probably are more of an authority than I am. Feel free to go do it. Also, remember, you can also put notes on every one of these because I'd love to read why you are rating something an S tier or not. Help me out. I need your help. I need you to go rank these games and tell me what I need to go and play. If you're at all interested in joining my journey with cardboard, go right now to crdbrd.app and check it out. I'm building what I hope to be the greatest board game community of all time. We're just getting started. I could use your help and support. Go jump on over there. Give me your feedback. Get into the Discord. All of that is linked down below. And with all of that said, happy Halloween to everyone. Have yourself a great day.